When you read the book, don't put the book in your head. Put your head in the book. Don't take the whatever they are saying in the book and put it in your head. Reason critically what is in that book. When you get the news from the television, don't take it like as it is. Reason critically before you allow it. Remember, a book is written by another human being who has been thinking. If you are not going to be thinking, you will just be taking. And sometimes you will be taking wrong things. Good day, queens and kings of the land. My name is Mnguni Mkonto. I made a video that colonialism have never ended. Apartheid have never ended. Uh, Slavery did not end. I made videos about it. Because, when they announce that these things are finished, uh, people don't really analyze what was it. If they say slavery is ended, do you know what was slavery? For to say if to see if the slavery has ended, uh, do you understand what is slavery? When they say colonialism has ended, do you understand what is colonialism? How is it practiced? If they say apartheid is ended, do you understand what is apartheid and how it's practiced? Because just announcing that this is finished does not necessarily mean it's indeed finished. It only means an announcement. You need to apply your mind. You need to critically think about these issues. We need to think about what is in our history. Uh, we need to be critical about the issues. We need to be open to engage robustly uh, in an open way. King Shaka Zulu has been promoted by white people, and there's a reason for that. Uh, the reason King Shaka has been promoted by uh, white people more than any other king in Africa or in South Africa, it's because King Shaka has been actually in a black perspective, in a black culture, has been a disgrace in his leadership. In African leadership, leading people does not mean killing so many people. Leading people means respecting people. Leading people means listening to people. And uniting, because one of the critical role which Shaka has been credited in Kosu, Ushaka Zulu has been credited for, is to unite the Zulu nation to become one like that, and to become bigger like that, which is uh, uh, a very good thing to have happened. But black people used to unite without using the methods of war for unity. Uh, Kingdoms were united through marriages, not through wars, because kingdoms are families. Families were not colonizing each other for the sake of unity. There was no paramount king uh, over another. Every family was respected. The strategy that King Shaka has used to unite the Bantu people, it's a wide strategy. It's a colonial way of doing things. It's through force, not through negotiation, not through intellectual maneuvering with each other, not through building the relationship with respect to each family and their culture and the way they do things. Zulus used to have initiation school in their culture. It was ended by King Shaka because he wanted boys to become soldiers. He said that culture is wasting time. White people love people who destroy uh, uh, the culture of black people for the sake of wars. They love such people. White people praise the people who kill uh, other black people and reflect them as heroes. That's what white people love doing. King Shaka learned about the strategy of white people from King Dingiswayo because he knew that white people were already here, and he knew how they are fighting, so he taught his soldiers on how to defend against white people. That's when Shaka learned the tactics which white people are using, the tactics of imperialism, conquering and taking, conquering and taking, conquering and taking. That is the strategy of imperialist. In Africa, we did not have that culture. We used to have the culture of mutual respect. When you want to unite kingdoms, was through marriages and through relationship, friendly relationship between people. Uh, there was generally mutual respect. Even when people go to war, when they are fighting for a particular land or particular resource, it would only be those who are responsible, the soldiers. The civilian were the gold because whatever war that you are fighting, you cannot kill children and you cannot kill women. That is the cup that you are fighting for because that is the main resource. So whoever wins, uh, whichever king wins, would treat the rest of the people with respect. Even with the opposite forces, when you go to war, there were certain principles that you had to keep uh, to be fair in the war. One of it was you can't destroy their plantations and keep them hungry so that you can defeat them. You need to feed people. Because if you are fighting people who are not fit, then you are coward. Shaka Zulu did that. He destroyed people's fields before you could go to war with enemies. Uh, when we read history, we need to read history in a critical way because sometimes the things that we promote as black people, we only help white people uh, to continue to alienate our culture because that is not our culture. Our culture is not killing. Our culture is respect, mutual respect among each other. I thank you for listening. Please subscribe and share.